Yeah, my people, my people. Yeah, this video one of the see for up. Now I put light on. Now I analyze more.
It is better to live in a rent than to build a house. Living in a rent is better than building a house.
Now me they tell people for Europe say buy a house. Buying a house is better than living on rent. Now me they talk for Europe. Yes. But this video for Africa, now I want to analyze them. In Africa, we have 85% self-employed. Yes. It not be like Europe. Almost everybody in Africa, they are business people, both the women and the men. Yes. 85% they are self-employed. 15% is worker for Nigeria. Yes. That's why this video, I want put light on. I want talk put. I just crossed this video. I know it's an old video. Yeah. If you're a businessman, you never invest in your business. Don't build a house. Yes, it's an error. Because that house not going to give you money. Because the rent in Africa is very cheap. Now, peanut is cheap to rent a house in Africa. It don't be like Europe. Yes. Because why they talk, they say, mortgage in Africa, if you buy a house here, or you live in rent here, the rent here pay mortgage in Europe. But the rent in Africa will never pay mortgage in Africa. Yes, in every month, we will never pay mortgage. That is why it's an error. You need to first, in your business you are doing, let it stand, let it have roots before you talk about building your own house where you want to live. Yes. Don't build a house for rent when you are doing business. Yes. When your business don't stand, you don't get roots, you don't stand gadagba, you will build house where you would stay so that you come up for rent. Yes, now the truth be that. Because if you tie your capital down for house, for village, for city, building a house, and your business never stand, that business go down. Because now the capital, now the gain, now they build the house. That's why it's better for you to live in the rent long, to gather yourself before you building your own house. Yes, it's good to build your own house later when God don't bless you. But when you are starting, your business is just starting. House is not your first priority. Yes. But for Europe, all of us, we are working. We are civil servants. And the civil servant in Africa, you can still invest first before building a house. Yes. Because Nigeria, the pension, they know they pay them well too. If you are working in office, gather money to establish business and be working so that you get what you fall on. Yeah, that's why I tell everybody, try to put your hand in different places so that one way close, the other way will open. Then make me come to talk, put for this video, because the brother here is right. For living a rent, then building a house first time for when you are starting building a house. At the end of the day, if you build a house, let me say you don't get the money. The ego don't dey your pocket. Yeah, now make me say make I talk put, because people they call me, people they write me say you they talk say make person buy house. People they talk for Nigeria say but building a house in Nigeria is an error. Yeah, living a rent is better. No. Living a rent is better when your business is not strong. Because the house in Africa every month can pay mortgage. The house in Europe can pay mortgage. And the people that live in Europe, they are not doing business. They are working. They are civil servants. In Africa, the civil servant is not too much. And the civil servant is better for you to establish a business. You can still build house. Because living in rent in Africa is very cheap. That's why building a house in Africa for rent is just peanut. Anywhere you build house in Africa, in Nigeria, money when you go fete back, where you go the warehouse be 3 million for Nigeria for a year. That one a peanut now. money when you go fit buy that land, you don't go get it. You understand? Then it is difficult for you to get all your money back. What am I trying to explain to our brothers and sisters here? Try to listen to people so that you learn, so that you follow the right people, so that you get it right, so that you don't make mistake. Because when you make mistake in life, it's very difficult for you to meet up. You understand? I pray that all of you will not make mistake. My follower, people sharing my video, people following me, I pray for you for next year to be your brighter year. The way you have been sharing my video, the way you have been following me, that is the way God will be protecting you. Anything you do, you get a reward. Anything you plant is what you reap. God bless you. The Asa man of Germany.